Buying a stock is easy, but knowing when to sell is one of the hardest skills in all of investing. So today we borrow wisdom from the greatest investors who ever lived, from Peter Lynch to Warren Buffett. Each of them answered one brutal question: when, if ever, should you let a stock go? Their answers will save you from the emotional mistakes that quietly drain most portfolios. Let us start with Peter Lynch, the legendary fund manager who beat the market for years. Lynch had a vivid warning about how ordinary investors handle their winners and their losers. He said that too many people pull out the flowers and water the weeds. In plain English, they sell their best, winning stocks far too early just to lock in a small profit. And at the very same time, they cling to their losing stocks, hoping desperately to break even. It is exactly backwards. You cut the strong and you nurse the weak. Lynch taught the opposite. Let your winners keep running as long as the business keeps growing. You sell a stock when the story changes, when the reason you bought it is no longer true. Not when the price wiggles, not when you get bored, only when the fundamental story truly breaks. Know exactly why you own each stock, and sell only when that reason quietly dies. Now to Warren Buffett, perhaps the most patient investor of all time. Buffett famously said that his favorite holding period is forever. He buys wonderful businesses and tries, whenever he possibly can, to never sell them at all. Why? Because every time you sell a great company, you stop its compounding and you may owe a chunk in taxes. Both of those things quietly steal from your long-term returns. For Buffett, the default is to do nothing, and doing nothing is a real, deliberate strategy. He sells only for a few strict reasons. 1. The business itself has permanently deteriorated. 2. He realizes that he made a mistake and misjudged the company. Or 3. He finds a clearly better place for the money. Notice that, just like Lynch, none of his reasons is simply that the price went down. Other great investors echo this very same theme. The growth legend Philip Fisher said the best time to sell is almost never. The thread connecting all of them is patience and a deep focus on the business, not the price. So let us combine their wisdom into one clean sell checklist. Sell if the business has genuinely and permanently deteriorated. Sell if you honestly realize that your original reason for buying was wrong. Sell if you have found a significantly better opportunity for that money. Sell if the stock has become wildly, absurdly overvalued, far beyond all reason. And sell, of course, if you simply need the money for your real life. If none of those 5 things is true, the masters would all tell you to do nothing. Just keep holding and let the great business keep working for you. There is a hidden enemy in all of this, and it is the urge to trade too often. Every unnecessary sale can trigger taxes and fees, and it breaks the quiet magic of compounding. Studies show that the investors who trade the most usually end up earning the least. Frantic activity feels productive, but in investing it is usually destructive. The calm investor who buys well and then sits still often beats the busy one who is always tinkering. In the market, doing less is very often doing more. Patience is not laziness. It is the discipline that lets your winners grow truly enormous. Let's stay honest, though, because holding forever is not a magic spell. A business truly can rot, and stubbornly holding a broken company all the way down to zero is its own painful mistake. The real skill is telling the difference between a temporary dip and a permanent decline, which is genuinely hard. That difficulty is exactly why so many people are drawn back to the simple index. When you own the whole market through an index fund, you almost never face this agonizing sell decision at all. You are not betting on any single company surviving, so you simply keep holding everything. The index quietly removes the hardest question in investing by never even asking you to answer it. That is a huge, underrated advantage of the boring approach. So here is the timeless wisdom in one breath. Water your flowers and pull your weeds. Let your winners run and cut your broken stories. Treat selling as something rare and deliberate, never as a panic reaction to price. And when in doubt, just remember Buffett. The favorite holding period is forever. I will see you in the next one, where we revisit averaging in and ask whether to add by dollars or by the strength of the stock itself.